Allie.
And I'm Naraki.
I'm your host on Doki Doki Awesome.
And I'm here because I was calling people names.
And seeing as how today is our second episode ever, I thought we should celebrate by reviewing my second favorite movie ever, which just so happens to be the second theatrical Care Bears movie.
And to top it all off, it's a big steaming pile of number 2.
Roll the opening. Who here loves the Care Bears? Let's start off today with a little history lesson just in case we need reminding as to how we got to the second movie.
They made a second movie then? I mean, for real?
Yes, and it was actually better received than the Disney film it was competing against.
How many movies did the Care Bears?
9.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
Well, actually, that's if you count the feature-length TV special, Care Bears Nutcracker Suite.
Well, don't.
The Care Bears started life in 1981 as characters on greeting cards and expanded to plush toys like this one in 1983. That same year, they got their first television special, Land Without Feelings, followed the next year by the Care Bears Battle the Freeze Machine, both made by DiC. DiC also handled the first 11 episodes of the TV series, while Nelvana handled the superiorly acted and animated film. After that, Nelvana got to handle 35 episodes of the series, but took a huge hit in their ability to put a movie together.
Look at that animation. I mean, look at it. Now look at the show. Now look at the movie.
Thank you, Naraki.
Look at the show. Now back to the movie. Now back to the show. Now back to me. I am not the movie.
Nelvana handled the 4 movies from the 80s.
4 movies from the 80s?
Don't worry, only 3 were in the theaters.
3 were... Oh my god. Oh, it's true.
This movie promises to explain the origins of the Care Bears.
Which is nice because they never really explain how these things can exist. Or why everyone is always so cool with it.
You're one to talk, Mr. Sentient Plant.
Bitch, don't be hating on my sentience.
Language. And anyway, so in 1985, Nelvana pulled out all the stops for the Care Bears movie. In addition to the lush animation, they got an all-star cast to voice the characters, including Mickey Rooney, Georgia Ingalls, Jackie Burroughs, none of which would be returning for this movie. In fact, the only Care Bear voice actor to be returning would be Billy May Richards.
Who?
My name's Rudolph.
I hate that guy.
Billy May Richards was a girl.
I mean Rudolph.
Also returning were the voices of the children from the last movie. Hadley Kay, Sonny Beeson Thrasher, and of course, Cree Summers.
Who? Whoa, that gives me a headache.
No one important.
So they use the same kid characters? That's unusual.
No. They're different kid characters.
But for the same Care Bears, we got different actors.
Yes.
I'm so confused.
We all are, honey. Ready for the movie?
I guess.
Punch it!
The movie starts off right away. I mean, I pop in my VHS tape and get to the title, and then we jump into the Care Bears.
Not to mention the copyright warning you can totally fast forward through.
We're introduced with no dialogue to a bear and a horse who are on a ship out at sea.
And before one word of dialogue is even hinted at, someone starts singing.
I keep recalling how life used to be.
That's how it works in cartoons.
So there's these 2 animals. Note the absence of belly badges, tummy symbols, so they're not...
I mean, listen to the words of this song. It's total word salad. It makes no sense.
Can we get on with the movie, please?
Okay, but I'm not letting this one go.
So they're not Care Bears or Care Bear cousins yet, and apparently there's a giant sea serpent after them, which is conjuring up a storm. The bright red sea serpent is a pretty vicious-looking bad guy.
Right up until he opens his mouth.
Run! Run while you can. No matter where you go, I will find you.
The Care Bears are caught between a rainbow and a hard place as the drama unfolds. Saved! Hooray! Not just saved, but because of their love and caring, which goes far beyond that of anyone else, the Great Wishing Star has renamed them the mother and father of the Care Bear family and guardians of caring.
From this day forth, these 2 shall be known as True Heart Bear and Noble Heart Horse.
We already had names that we're kind of used to.
Yeah, you're True Heart now.
Can we be main characters in the TV show?
No!
Wait a second. Mother and father?
Yes.
Okay. Which one is a guy?
The horse.
Which one is a horse?
The purple one.
That's a horse?
Yes.
That's a guy?
Yes.
That makes even less sense than the song.
Well, they like to keep the faces as similar as possible.
What about Lots of Heart Elephant?
Well, an elephant's trunk is more familiar to children than a horse's snout. Besides, they gave him, a mane, a tail, and those funky back legs to make him more horseish.
That does not even come close to making up for it. I'm sorry, but I'm much more comfortable with the idea that that thing is a generic animal, female, and in a lesbian relationship with the yellow one than I am with the idea that it is a male horse.
That would explain why they adopted all those orphan cubs.
So, they're sucking us in. What was that red sea serpent after? Why was the Great Wishing Star watching them? Where do these animals come from in the first place?
None of the movie will really answer those questions.
So they made an origin story of the Care Bears that didn't explain their origins?
No, of course not. You just had to buy the 1986 comic tie-in released under the Marvel Star line. But that's another review. For another day.
They've proceeded to explain absolutely nothing. In fact, I think they might have unexplained things from the last movie.
The Great Wishing Star, voiced by Chris Wiggins, bestows upon them the power of caring, and their mission will be to spread love and kindness all around the world.
Next, they use a song to introduce the characters who won't be main players in the movie. Like, I think this is the only time we even see Proud Heart Cat.
He's perfect in every way.
Opening musical numbers can be great for quickly establishing character and setting.
In Beauty and the Beast, a 5-minute song gives us a full understanding of Belle's personality, desires, and her place in the village, which is important because she's going to spend most of her time out of it. The Hunchback of Notre Dame gives us Quasimodo's entire history up to the present in a manner that's both efficient and epic. Lilo and Stitch pimps out their watercolor background techniques and vacation shots of Hawaii while establishing setting.
And Care Bears 2 gives us filler. 2 songs of filler before we're 10 minutes in.
Do you like me?
I like you, I like you.
Do you like me?
No, I don't like you.
You. Do you like me?
You, I like.
I like you.
Does anybody like me?
Everybody likes you.
So now the bear and horse live in the clouds, and whenever the caring meter drops low, they go down to earth.
And best of luck to them.
Which happens right away, so True Heart goes down to investigate and leaves Noble Heart behind to take care of the babies.
You'll notice that the clouds seem to be in space, and she's passing more clouds on her way down. I don't know, Naraki. Oh, smooth.
Looks like she picked up a stowaway.
Wait, didn't she just land on the backpack?
Seems that way.
This will affect baby Swiftheart later in life.
Probably. Down on Earth, Cree Summer and the twins are in trouble.
Cree Summer and the... Has she even hit puberty at this point? Oh, you meant... Okay, yeah, I see what you were going for.
These 3 poorly animated human figures are attending an unnamed summer camp. John and Dawn are twins who haven't yet figured out they're 2 separate people, and Christy is played by the girl hero from the last film, Kim. Kim's little brother's voice is now the camp champ, a smug little jerk who makes their lives miserable.
I can run faster, swim better, and hike longer than the 3 of you put together. But big deal. So can every other kid here.
Burn! Oh, it's on now.
Settle down. True Heart sees their trouble from within the totem.
Man, it's roomy in that eagle. What do you figure the rent is in one of those?
When they all decide to run away, it's up to True Heart to convince them to stay. Then, meanwhile, for some reason, Noble Heart is putting all of the cubs to bed. You enjoy that. And then John and Dawn are lost and separated from Christy.
Wait, go back. What was that scene with Noble Fart and the babies?
I don't know. Comic relief? Filler?
Yep, I mean,
It's just one of those times in a movie, usually an animated one, where suddenly something starts happening, something's happening, and then it just stops happening. I call it phantom weirdness. It usually lasts from around 30 to 90 seconds. Just phantom weirdness.
I guess.
Yeah. So anyway, in the movie, John and Dawn are lost in the woods. No matter which way they go, they always end up back where they started. Right at the same place.
Something like that. True Heart needs to bring Swiftheart back home, so she invites the kids to come to Carolot with her so she can show them the magic of believing in yourself.
Remember, kids, if a strange man offers you a ride in his car, don't take it. However, if a 3-foot stuffed animal offers you a ride through the sky in her cloud car, you may as well take it. I'm not even joking. Take the ride. Or at least make sure the bear takes the ride. What's she doing?
Aren't you coming? Oh, dear. Whoa! Oh, there has to be easier ways of getting around.
There is. It's called getting in the freaking car.
But as they peacefully float up to the magical kingdom above, something sinister is waiting for them below.
Soon I'll be coming for you and your little cubs. Ha! Ha! Ha!
I'm acting.
Not your bit.
Still funny.
Now, something is drastically affecting the level of caring on Earth. Something sinister. Something that can only be traced back to the sea serpent at the beginning by his distinctive red color. Up in space, Trueheart and Nobleheart make the solid parenting decision to leave the twins to take care of the babies because if, God forbid, it really is Darkheart, it's going to take all their power.
Then it's time for another song. We're not 20 minutes in yet. And they're putting the babies to bed again. You know, there are other things you can do with babies besides put them to bed.
There's something about this music. Even though I didn't see the movie until the spring of 2006, there's something about the music that makes me feel nostalgic for my childhood.
That's because it's so quintessentially of the 80s bland kid movie genre.
That would do it.
Okay, enough of you, Stephen Bishop. Let's see what Christy is up to. Oh hey, she's lost too. And she says her only talent is that she's the marble shooting champion. That's an important plot point!
Why did she say it while she's just sitting here lost in the woods?
Because it's an important plot point!
Why are you being so loud?
I just want to make sure you understand the importance of it.
Okay, jeez.
Okay, good.
This is my favorite part, where Christy makes a deal with the devil. Darkheart'll make her camp champ if Christy does a favor for him at some future point in time. Go ahead, Christy. Make your Faustian pact. Knock it off!
Sometime I'll drop by and ask you to return the favor. And you just do it. No questions asked. What do you say?
Don't even touch that one.
I love how freaking casual he tries to be here. I can see what he was going for, but bless his heart, it just doesn't work. So the bears send John and Dawn home. They've decided to stay at camp because they've learned it doesn't matter who's the champ. What matters is that they're all friends and that they're good people.
And Christy decides to stay so she can rub her success in a few choice faces.
Up in the sky, Trueheart takes the Care Bears to Carolot and Nobleheart takes the cousins to the Forest of Feelings. There they grow up.
Growing up, it's something you can measure. Growing up, it happens every day. Being young is something you can treasure, but life is good when you're growing up.
And don't know about each other?
No, they do.
Wait, didn't the Care Bears and the Care Bear cousins just meet in the first movie and they didn't have tummy symbols?
That's right.
But now they've always known each other and they've always had tummy symbols.
That's right.
This is the worst origin story ever.
That's right.
Christy has managed to take over the camp with her champion abilities, and it's right about here that I begin to realize something.
First off, did the Care Bears grow up super fast? Is this the same camp next year? Do they live at summer camp? Come to think of it, where are the adults? Are there any adults in this movie?
Not a one.
Then who's running the camp?
Obviously, it's the camp champ. Haven't you been paying attention?
How on earth did all this happen at once?
There was a musical number.
Oh, okay.
Darkheart prepares to activate his evil plan to kidnap the Care Bears and destroy all love and caring.
Why?
Because his father never hugged him. He comes to Carolot while Trueheart and Nobleheart are away. He shows up at their door incognito.
Howdy. I'm the caring meter reader.
I instantly believe you. Do you often read things with a crowbar?
Oh, all the time. Like this one time, I read War and Peace all over the living room. And this other time, some guy owed me money, so I read him his payment notice all over his face. Darkheart attempts to capture them, and no fooling, they think he's playing party games. And he loses. Jeez, they don't even realize he's Darkheart until he loses his temper and goes all smoke on them. And why the hell did he show up as that dorky kid again?
I think that's his true form.
Okay, but when you can shapeshift into a giant red sea serpent, you don't have to settle.
Trueheart.
I'm just saying.
Trueheart and Nobleheart have to chase down Darkheart while the getting's good, leaving the Care Bears and cousins to hold down the fort. This would be fine if it weren't for the fact that they're actually chasing his shadow, and the real Darkheart is calling in his debt to Christy.
He tries to be all coy and casual again, but he just looks like a dork.
But here he gets so intense he actually turns the closed captioning red.
Wow, that is intense.
I did not know that was possible.
And what if I refuse to help you? What then?
Do you want to go back to being the little girl who never won anything? The one who always came in last? Like him?
Oh no, dear God, not like him. I'll do anything.
Settle down.
Seriously though, Christy's turned into a real bitch lately, just like Sunny Beeson Thrasher was to her at the beginning.
In fact, she's even forgotten that she was once the Marble Champ and a good, kind-hearted person. She was always the Marble Champ. That was what she was best at.
Okay, chill.
I'm just making sure you're aware of that since we couldn't fit it in the movie any other way.
Jeez.
Darkheart's plan consists of putting Christy in a boat out in the middle of the lake. Then, when the Care Bears come to rescue her, he stuffs them in a bag.
Of course, their one weakness. Also, I didn't know they did actual rescues.
Maybe the boat doesn't share its feelings enough or something.
Oh, that makes sense.
The Care Bears are really feeling the dwindling numbers. Darkheart's all smug that his plan is working that he gets a little carried away.
There will be no one left to stop me!
Dumbass stands up in a boat.
He wangs his head and starts to drown.
Great, movie's over. See you all next time on Doki Doki Awesome.
This leads to the most powerful part in the movie, where Christy dives in to save him.
Oh.
Yeah, movie's not over yet. Sit down.
You saved me. Why?
Good or bad, you're still a person. Or whatever you are.
If you knew what was good for you, you would have left me.
That's what you would have done. Maybe that's the only difference between us.
You know, that seems like it could be a really powerful message if it wasn't stuck in the middle of such a crummy movie.
I think there's a lot of potential in this movie to be awesome if it weren't so crummy. Right here. Darkheart chose Christy to make the deal with because her motives were selfish, like his. She just wanted to be champion for a change, and he knew that he could get her to do anything as long as he threatened to take her powers away otherwise. But there's one glaring difference. That she saved him when he wouldn't have, and he just can't understand that.
Still a crummy movie, though.
Darkheart's presence is making the other campers perform random acts of vandalism. Even the animals are acting like jerks.
Trees are being uprooted, squirrels break out into fisticuffs, and moose randomly attack you.
It's okay, though, because Secret Bear knows the moose mating call to lure it away.
How does she know the moose?
Secret Bear has a lot of secrets, okay? They came to recruit John and Dawn,
whom they have not seen since infancy, by the way,
to help them defeat Darkheart and redeem Christy. One last song going into the third act, which is traditionally left without music, and we're ready to break into Darkheart's secret lair.
Which is under the camp?
Apparently he lives there, or he keeps the portal to his dimension there, or something.
Why does the door disappear?
Because its father never hugged it.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 la 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 la. Dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 la 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 la. Dun. Dun 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 dun.
No, it's okay. Their plan was to get caught because they're strongest when they're all together.
Okay, but aren't they still technically all together if some of them are outside the cage? You know, in case something goes wrong?
Starbuddy can't pick all the locks on the cages, so they need to get the key.
Maybe if he had less locks to pick.
Are you gonna let it go?
Yeah, it'll be done faster if I do.
While the Care Bears are working on freeing themselves, John and Dawn are working on redeeming Christy. In another moment I think might actually be awesome if it wasn't buried in a crummy movie, John and Dawn relieve Christy of her debt and remind her of her true self in time to convince her to come and fight for the Care Bears.
You were always the Marble Champ, Christy, and that you did all by yourself.
It may be poorly acted, but there's something beautiful about it.
Nope, still crummy.
So they try to get the key while Darkheart sleeps. It doesn't work.
It's time for me to put you where I was too lazy to put you earlier. Ooh, it's about to get real, isn't it?
Yeah. It's getting so real, he straight up turned him into a chandelier.
My crystal prison.
Well, I think the world just got a new definition for tacky.
You can't do this. I won't let you.
Can't be telling me what to do. You're the one who made it all possible. I'm so intense, my eyes are glowing red.
Closed captioning still white, though.
I will drain the world of all goodness and kindness. My father never hugged me.
You'll have to deal with us first.
Where did you come from?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, they figured out they were chasing his shadow and came home.
Just in time.
You can't defeat me. I will turn into smoke.
I'm coming to help. Thanks, we're good. No, I'm responsible for this, just as he is.
You're done here. You can go home. Seriously.
I won't let you do this.
Go away now, or I'll take away the talent I gave you. Remember? You'll be lame, like him.
I'm okay with that. I learned a lesson.
Fine. You're done. You're all weak now, just like Sonny, Beeson, Thrasher.
Okay, so what?
Get out of here before you end up dead. It's a children's movie, for God's sake. You saved my life. Why don't you save yours? Come on.
Tummy lasers, go. Shweem.
Shweem.
Gruggles for swoom.
Getting in the way, powers, go. Ah! Christy!
Trusty Marble, you've been such an important plot point so far. If my aim is true, this should win the day.
A victory for the Care Bears!
And good taste.
Oh, my smoke! Oh no! In the furious battle, someone's been hurt! I'm inexplicably distraught by this! All that character development I didn't have after the drowning accident is coming to a head! Care Bears! Help me?
I don't know. It would take more caring than we have. But we all care, and you're Care Bears! Don't you have all the caring ever? If everyone, everywhere cares, it might be enough. Let's try it. Say it. Say we care.
We care. We care. We care. We care.
I care. I care.
I don't care.
Say you care or I'll cook you with the turkey.
I believe in fairies. I believe in fairies.
Close enough.
We care. We care. I care. I care.
I care! Yay! Everything's better! Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm a load-bearing boss. Cripes, we gotta get out of here. So now that Darkheart cares, his evil left him and he's a real boy.
Oh, I'm a boy. I can jump. I can run. I can turn cartwheels. Whoa!
He couldn't run and jump as a shapeshifter? Wait, can he not use magic or shapeshift anymore? Even for the purposes of good?
Guess not.
Being good sucks. So, is the movie over? They've won for real this time.
Well, first we have to have a pool party.
Oh, of course. Then we segue into credits, right?
Then the Care Bears go back home. Darkheart is going to stay and help everyone learn how to share their feelings.
And what's he gonna do after camp?
That's the thing. The first episode of the Deke series, there's a camp counselor character who loses his glasses, and the humor comes from the fact that he can't see the Care Bears. He looks kind of like a grown-up version of Darkheart. I think he just never leaves the camp.
Weird.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, so we've tied up the loose ends. Movie's over now, yes?
The Great Wishing Star bids us goodbye, assuring us that caring is safe, thanks to us.
That there are people out there like you who really do care. You're not afraid to share your feelings. And that, my friends, makes you all world-class care.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, he's done talking. Movie's over.
There's one last song to be played as the Care Bears and cousins reminisce about their lives as children and look to the future with the hope of a world full of love and caring.
Wait, is Braveheart mind putting the moves on that unmarked Care Bear?
What do you mean?
He totally is. Look, watch this while I play unfitting music.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't be scared. You got to move it there. Go on and kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't stop now. Don't try to hide it how. You wanna kiss the girl.
Very nice, but we're already listening to a song now.
Fade away. The hands of time are still.
If your heart is full of kindness and caring, and you always keep that close, then you too can be on the inside, forever young.
Oh, it says the end. Great, so the movie's over. Shh.
We're watching the credits.
Good gravy, why?
I like this song.
You know People's Court comes on in a few minutes, right?
Okay, to sum up, Care Bears Movie 2 could have been fantastic if it wasn't such a terrible movie. The conflict is so simple to understand, yet so difficult to really work through. If the writers had understood character development, we could have watched Darkheart go from regarding Christy as a tool to seeing her as a person to finally as a friend. We could have watched the downfall of a conceited girl gifted to do well to her ultimate understanding and the redemption of both her and Darkheart. We could have seen that love and caring really can bring people back from the depths of darkness, which is something that I truly believe.
But instead, we got Care Bears Movie 2. Even the title is stupid. Not Care Bears 2, not the Care Bears Movie 2. No, Care Bears Movie 2. That's seriously what it's called.
Care Bears Movie 2, movie that could have been great if it wasn't bad. In conclusion, Star Trek joke. Till next time,
Goodbye!
goodbye!